What's up, folks? It's your buddy Fatalroadie. Today we're going to be doing a Raw recap. We started off with Stephanie McMahon coming out. She says there's going to be a fourth competitor in the WrestleMania's main event, and that fourth competitor is going to be Stephanie McMahon. What? April Fools. I guess they can't take a joke. She does, however, make an announcement that all titles will be on the line in the women's main event match, which makes me wonder if they're going to be unifying the women's title. I don't know. I guess we're just going to have to see what happens. Then Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman come out. Wow, 2 times in 1 month. I better go play my lottery numbers. Paul Heyman is running his mouth, fellaciating the reigning, defended, undisputed part-time champion, Brock Lesnar. Then Seth Rollins comes out. He tells Lesnar that nobody wants him here. Then says that he will take the title and there's nothing that Brock Lesnar can do. Brock Lesnar starts to leave. They bump shoulders. They start fighting. Seth Rollins gives a beat down onto Lesnar, hits a curb stomp, and then stands tall in the ring. Now, historically, if someone stands tall prior to the pay-per-view, that means they're going to be losing. Hopefully, that's not going to be the case here. We then have our first match, Sasha Banks, Bayley, Beth Phoenix, and Natalya versus the Iconics, Nia Jax, and Tamina. This is an match. Being the Iconics were in the ring, I had to hit the mute. Tamina and Nia Jax were avoiding getting tagged in. There was one point where Beth Phoenix pushes Sasha Banks off the apron in order to get the tag. Phoenix gets the glam slam onto Peyton Royce for the pin. Then we have Bautista coming out. He doesn't do much but just point to the Titantron. And then we have a recap of Bautista and Triple H's past. After that, it cuts back to Bautista, and all he says is, "Hunter, kiss my ass." Wow, this is going to be a barn burner of a match. Then we have Elias wasting time in front of the MetLife Stadium. Thankfully, this was the only segment he was in. Then we have Jinder Mahal versus Apollo Crews, with the participants of the armbar surrounding at ringside. This is a glorified squash match. Apollo Crews wins it. After the match, Apollo poses next to the Andre the Giant trophy, and then the other participants come back in, and all hell breaks loose. A big fight starts, and Apollo Crews is the one left standing. They have Kurt Angle coming out. It's supposed to be his last match on Raw. He gets on the microphone and thanks the crowd. We then have a video package of his career. Then Baron Corbin comes out. He runs his mouth. He runs down both Kurt Angle and the crowd. Angle challenges Corbin to a match, to which he chickens out. Shocker. Then Rey Mysterio comes out, chases Corbin into the ring, and tells him that someone needs to teach him a lesson in respect. Corbin sucker punches Mysterio, then Angle hits the Olympic Slam onto Corbin, and is later announced that we're going to have Rey Mysterio versus Baron Corbin.
Bruh.
Ooh, can't wait. Then we have Ricochet and Aleister Black versus a Revival, again. This time it's for the Raw Tag Team Championships. This is a match that wasn't really much we haven't seen in the past 5,892 times we've seen this match. The action spills out to ringside. The referee misses Scott Dawson pulling on Ricochet, keeping him from getting back in the ring, and Ricochet gets counted out. We have a backstage interview with Roman Reigns. Shortly after the interview starts, he gets jumped by Drew McIntyre, and we'll have to see how history goes with that one. Chances are Roman Reigns is going to be standing tall at the end of the match. Then we have the Job Squad versus Ronda Rousey, Becky Lynch, and Charlotte Flair. If Rousey, Lynch, or Flair betrays their teammates, they will be out of the WrestleMania match. This is a match. Rousey won with an armbar on Liv Morgan. As soon as the bell rings, Ronda Rousey starts to fight. Security and DC police come running out to separate everybody, and then all 3 of them get handcuffed, taken backstage, and put into police cars, to which the fight still continues. It was later announced that they were booked, but I'm no district attorney or nothing, but I'm pretty sure that what was going on will keep them out of WrestleMania. We then have Heavy Machinery versus Bobby Roode and Chad Gable. Mid-match, we had a Lacey Evans drive-by. Heavy Machinery wins with a compactor on Chad Gable. Then after a backstage segment with Braun Strowman, EC3, Tyler Breeze, and Alexa Bliss, to which surprising, EC3 actually spoke more than one word. Braun Strowman starts a fight with 2 people that he says is going to be picturing as Colin Jost and Michael Che, which is our next match. Braun Strowman wins with a double power slam, as you could probably figure. Lio Rush and Bobby Lashley come out to the ring for an interview. Both Rush and Lashley downplay Finn Balor possibly being the Demon at WrestleMania. And then Finn Balor comes up onto the Titantron and confirms that Demon Balor will be at WrestleMania. So I'm pretty much sure that Bobby Lashley is going to be losing his title. We then come to our main event, Rey Mysterio versus the overly lauded Baron Corbin. Halfway through the match, there was a ton of boring chants from the crowd. Baron Corbin hit the Deep Six on Rey Mysterio for the pin. After the match, Kurt Angle attacks Baron Corbin up onto the stage, puts him into the ankle lock, and Kurt Angle stands tall, cheering on with the crowd. And with this, we end tonight's Raw. For a go-home show for Raw for WrestleMania, for the biggest show of the year, this was not good. But then again, most Raws haven't really been good. The matches weren't all lackluster. There really wasn't much to do in any of them. I really wasn't impressed. Hopefully the go-home show for SmackDown will be better. But that'll do it for this episode of Raw Recap. I'll be back tomorrow for the SmackDown review. Leave a comment down below what you thought of tonight's Raw, what you thought of this video. If you liked it, please give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to share and subscribe. I've been Fatalroadie. You've been awesome. Thank you very much for watching. And remember, if it's too loud, you're too old. See ya.